Music is medicine because it is vibration. It creates frequency that can affect us at both a molecular and spiritual level. Through music, we absorb the very resonance of our ancestors, the same frequencies they passed down through time. It is how they told stories, how they chose to decorate sacred moments by weaving silence into song. I have yearned my entire life to find ancestral music, but in Ishim Uleyu, indigenous music has endured a long, organized attempt to silence it. If you take away a people's music, you take away one of their most potent medicines, a living conduit to their ancestors and identity. The marimba is the heart of Maya cultural music, yet during the Guatemalan genocide it was aggressively suppressed. Indigenous music gatherings were banned, marimba players were even targeted and killed. Still, through profound resilience, the Maya people continue to play, refusing to let their rhythms die. I was lucky to learn some of our cultural songs with my teacher, Andres. He teaches traditional marimba to children in his village, ensuring that the next generation inherits this legacy. Every time marimba is played, it becomes an act of resistance, a reclamation of cultural memory, and a prayer for the grandparents whose music was silenced. 5 years ago, my search for ancestral music led me to discover the Maya hip-hop artist Tzutu Kan and the album he created with his group Balam Ahpu. That album changed my life. Each track is a tribute to the 20 Nawalil of the sacred Maya calendar, spiritual forces that govern the energies of time and human destiny. Through lyrics sung in both Mayan languages and Spanish, the album teaches the metaphysical significance of each Nawal, blending indigenous soundscapes with modern hip-hop in a powerful fusion that brings ancestral wisdom into the present. It was more than music. It was a spiritual education. The album itself was blessed in sacred ceremony by the revered elder Tata Buho, known as the Heart of Atitlan. Life in its sacred orchestration brought me face to face with Tzutu Kan, my musical hero, the very artist whose voice had helped me to find my own. He asked me to help carry a large drum as we hiked into a highland village along the banks of Lake Atitlan, where he was performing at a sacred fire ceremony. It was there that I would meet one of my dearest friends, Tata Buho, the spiritual elder leading the ceremony. What I didn't know then and would later discover is that Tata Buho is the last-born son of that legendary Maya elder that I have deeply longed to learn from for years, Tata Pedro Cruz. Though Tata Pedro had recently passed, it felt as if his spirit had guided me directly to his son, and in this way, I was still able to learn from him, through the one who carries his legacy, his wisdom, and his fire. Ahau moves in such poetic, sacred ways. I've been led to every teacher I've needed, and each one has brought me closer to the ancestral wisdom of Ishim Uleu. My deepest gratitude goes to Tzutu Kan, whose music first planted the seeds of this journey. What began with sound became spirit medicine, leading me not to an external religion, but to the spirituality that lives in my own blood. A path no longer imposed, but an origin remembered, a connection to God, to Ahau, as understood by my own people since time immemorial.